Hello everyone, welcome to the ESS BIZTOOLS update on business advisory services matters as part of our ongoing webinars. And I'm joined today by Peter Miller, the Managing Director of Business Tree from Sydney. How are you today, Peter?
I'm well, and yourself?
I'm very good, thank you. I've known Peter for a long time. We were both business advisors in one of Oz Industries' major programs about 15 years ago, and that was COMET, Commercialising Emerging Technology, which has now been rolled into the Accelerating Commercialisation program. Peter, do you want to tell us a little bit about Business Tree so that we get some background information on you?
Certainly. Business Tree was started over 20 years ago as a commercialisation and innovation consultancy. Back when I started it, nobody understood what the word commercialisation meant. I'm still educating the market on that, but our company works here in Australia. We work with businesses overseas, but mainly in America. And our raison d'etre is to make more entrepreneurs more successful.
Thanks, Peter. Well, Peter, as you know, ESS BIZTOOLS has been developing a research and development product package that small and medium-sized accountancy firms, and big firms if they wish, but primarily small and medium-sized accountancy firms can utilise with their clients. Do you think there's been enough emphasis placed on return on investment in research and development deliberations in Australia?
No, I don't. It's something that many companies that do R&D don't actually look at. And from my perspective, it's all important. You shouldn't embark upon an R&D journey unless you do a feasibility study, unless you look at the return on the investment that you're going to make in R&D. And so I've read very little about anybody doing ROIs on R&D. I think globally, if you look at innovation statistics, it's pretty low globally.
Yes, I gather that. The last figures I've seen that have been released by the Small Business Ombudsman, actually, quoting Oz Industry and Taxation Office figures, there were over 13,000 companies participated in the Australian Government's Research and Development Program in 2017-18. Do you have any idea what the return on investment may have been from that expenditure that those companies undertook?
So you say it was $6.5 billion investment by government?
Yeah, the government paid out, according to the official figures, $6.5 billion for those 13,000 companies.
That's interesting because the government program is there to offset the risk in R&D, and through R&D, companies are able to generate new products, new revenues, new markets, especially internationally. The government would get back taxation dollars, they'd get employment, they'd get replacement of imports. Would that make $6.5 billion? I'm not sure.
Very interesting. So, Peter, you and I are going to be talking for around 30 minutes next Wednesday, the 17th of March at 11:30 a.m. AEST, 12:30 p.m. AEDT, on this very interesting question on research and development. Is there enough attention being converting the actual money expended by companies into achieving a return on their investment? So if people watching this video clip today are interested in attending our webinar conversation on the 17th of March, you can register for the free webinar by going to www.essbiztools.com.au and clicking on to register for this particular webinar. So, Peter, I look forward to talking to you then, and we'll be able to thrash out in some detail this whole question of whether companies are conscious of pursuing a return on investment from the very beginning of a research and development project.
I look forward to it, Peter.
Okay, thank you very much, and goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.